All right, a couple more trades. First one is minor. Wild acquired Turner Elson. He is an AHL player, left wing, 31-year-old, depth forward. 20 in the season of 2022-2023 with the Hartford Wolfpack, I believe is the Rangers AHL affiliate. 72 games played this last year. 17 goals, 24 assists, 41 points, plus 7, 38 penalty minutes. This year for Turner Elson, 38 games played, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points. He's a plus 2, 23 penalty minutes there. In exchange for Nick Petan, dude that can play center, left wing, right wing, defense. He can do a little bit of everything. Nick Petan is currently the leading scorer, or was currently the leading scorer for the Iowa Wild, the AHL affiliate for the Minnesota Wild. In 6 games at the NHL level this year, he has 2 assists for 2 points, and he's a -2. Looked okay some games, but definitely a depth forward is what he looked like. In the AHL this year, 44 games played, 12 goals, 28 assists, 40 points, -19. The Iowa Wild team is rough. They're in last place. 26 penalty minutes too. Now Petan is 5'9". He's a littler guy. But that Iowa Wild team is very gritty, and they have a lot of physical players on that team. So there's a lot of scrums and fights and so on. So I'm sure part of those penalty minutes is a result of playing on the Iowa Wild team. I'm not quite sure about the Hartford Wolfpack. I don't really follow them nearly as much. Moving on to the next trade, which is a lot bigger. I fire out the little arrow right here, so don't mind me. The Devils get a 2024 third-round pick and a 2025 second-round pick in exchange for Tyler Toffoli. I'm surprised Toffoli didn't fetch a first-round pick. I'm actually quite surprised, especially with the amount of interest that teams had in a player like Toffoli. Toffoli is, he's a winger, left wing, right wing, 31 years old, but he's fit in very well regardless of the situation, the team styles of play. He's a very versatile winger. So I don't know. He's hit 30 goals a few times. This year, 61 games played, 26 goals, 18 assists, 44 points, a -15. He's not the defensive stalwart of a winger that some guys like Barkov and Mark Stone are. In fact, I'd say he's probably slightly below average in terms of defensive forwards in the NHL, but a very, very effective scorer. The Winnipeg Jets, a very defensive first team. There's a trend we see a lot of top teams in the NHL play defensive first hockey. Toffoli should help with that offense, really provide some more scoring to a team that needs to score a little more, right? So I like this. I like this for the Jets. I think the Devils probably could have done better. You think of Brandon Duhaime got a third-round pick in exchange for the Wild. He's a fourth-line grinder with 8 points on the year and 4 goals. Right, so it is what it is. I'm not behind the desk of the general managers making these calls and deals, so maybe this is the best offer the Devils got. I know there was interest from Vancouver. I'm not quite sure what Vancouver offered, but it must have been less than a second and third round pick. So this is a big pickup for the Jets. I wore my Jets jersey. It's a big pickup for them. I think it's a solid addition to their team at a reasonable cost. You're not sacrificing your first round pick like you did for Sean Monahan, for example. So the Devils needed to improve their second line. That was really I'd say their biggest weakness on the team. They go out, they get Sean Monahan. He's been all right. They get Tyler Toffoli, who should also slot on that second line. And now you're talking about a team that can roll 4 lines, plays solid defensive hockey, has depth on the blue line, has big physical guys if you need them to, and a Vezina caliber goalie in net in Connor Hellebuck. This is a team that can be. It's going to be tough to play against the Jets in the playoffs for sure. So I think this is a solid move for the Jets at a reasonable cost. So that's it. We're all caught up. I'm going to take a break and eat something because I'm starving. But I'm sure there'll be more trades, so stay tuned. We are currently an hour and 52 minutes away from the deadline. So appreciate you.